the biggest game, the biggest football game in the history of football itself. Nothing compares to this. The fans against each other. Who has superiority in terms of bragging rights? Who is going to be chasing on to win the title? Celtic, of course, going for 10 in a row. Rangers trying to stop Celtic winning 10 in a row. There's so much in the game that matters. Who wins the game, who comes away with 3 points is all that matters in the game. The players put everything 130% into the game to make sure this happens. You have players like throughout the years, I remember from years ago, you had the Henrik Larssons, the Chris Suttons, through to your Barry Fergusons for Rangers, through to your Coutusos for Rangers, Loudrops, way back to your Billy McNeils and your Willie Hendersons for Rangers. You've got so much iconic players that have played in the derby, but the question is, are these players good enough to do so, to make history in this game? The old firm is back, the tensions are high, the fierce rivalry is back. Welcome back to Carson9 TV. It is so good to see you again in terms of watching another football prediction. It's back to basics here. It's Celtic versus Rangers. Of course, you know what side I'm on. Celtic, of course. However, I'm going to get into a wee bit of detail just of my predictions and preview into this game. I'll try and not be biased. Of course, I can't promise anything. Of course, this is a game about opinions, and everyone's going to have different opinions in this game. But this is mine. So, Celtic are sitting second in the league behind Rangers right now. Of course, Celtic chasing 10 in a row. However, Celtic have one game in hand where they are 1 point behind Rangers. So all that matters is taking all 3 points in this game tomorrow, which will then take Celtic ahead of Rangers with a game in hand. Now, Celtic have been playing a bit iffy the last few weeks. I had a great game against Hibernian where they beat them 3-0 at Celtic Park, but still a bit iffy. Things do need to improve at Celtic, but I believe they have the players to do. Personally, that Celtic have the players to do so. Rangers, of course, have been playing well, but sometimes not getting the end result. However, Celtic is still edging that end result, which personally is the stuff of champions. However, of course, Edward looks like he could be an iffy kind of player. Will he start? We don't know. Will he be back fully? We don't know. Will he be fit enough? We don't know. But we have got a Jetty returning from injury who has proved vital at certain times, scored a few vital goals. Griffiths is coming back now. Hopefully he might actually start. I don't see why not. Of course, you have your Beaton who is out with the coronavirus as it stands too, and a couple of other players like Christie isolating, etc. too. However, that gives opportunity for players like David Turnbull, who I personally think should be starting anyway, to come in and show what they're fully worth. And personally, I think that would benefit Celtic more, believe it or not, with certain players out, so that these players can come in and make the impact that they're more impossible of doing. I said, there's not really too much to say about this game regarding the fact that there's not going to be any fans, so will that affect the game itself? Possibly. But of course, you've got a couple of Old Firm debutants like Barkas goals for Celtic, of course, and David Turnbull if he starts, and Ajeti, and the list pretty much goes on. However, I think personally they live up to expectations. Because of course, the international break, this has caused a bit of interference, so there's not been any games to deflect on the last week. It's going to be basically right back into business. So my prediction for this game, I think Celtic will take advantage of it and make the most of the players coming in to take place. And I think Celtic will run away with a 3-0 victory. Yes, I do genuinely think that. So guys, please put your comments below and opinions and subscribe to Cast9 TV. But that's all I've got to say.